I'm trying to show different ways of doing quinoa to those who are very new to quinoa and thinking what to do with quinoa. So another recipe with quinoa cakes. For this recipe I'm using nearly 3 cups of cooked quinoa, 3 eggs and half a cup of breadcrumbs, half of a capsicum finely diced, salt and pepper always to your taste, and I'm using a tablespoon of fruit chutney and a teaspoon of parsley. And if you are using fresh parsley, feel free to add as much as you like, and half of a lime and 1 can 4 bean mix, or you can add chickpeas, lentils or any other kind of a bean that you like to add in. Some chilies, always optional, but I like to give a little extra zing to my whatever I make as a savory dish, and half a bunch of chives. So let's start. Into a mixing bowl add salt and pepper and then the 4 bean mix, and use the back of the spoon to mash the beans about 2-3 minutes until it comes to a very soft and smooth paste like thing. Into the same mixing bowl now add the lime or the lemon juice that you have, and into that add the capsicum, any color, or even if you have any other vegetables in season you can always add that in. Feel free to add whatever the vegetable that you like. These are actually what I like. There is no proper way of doing this, you just have to get the idea only. So the chives, I really like the chives and that onion flavor in it. When I said onions, I remembered that I cut 1 onion and I forgot to show you that. So add the onion too. Mix it really well. Next add parsley and some fruit chutney. So I added about a tablespoon of fruit chutney. You won't believe how beautiful it is when you add a bit of chutney. It gives a nice extra flavor into that. So add salt and pepper. Sorry, I already added, I think. And into this I'm going to add the breadcrumbs, the eggs. If you feel like this mix is dry, you can always add extra eggs in this. Or if you feel it is very wet, you can add a bit of extra breadcrumbs. There is no certain measurement for this, just the idea. So after, mix it well. If you like to add some sweet paprika, coriander, cumin or any other kind of a spice into this, feel free to add. It's whatever you are making, you are going to eat it, whatever the taste that you like, you can always add it. If you like, add a little bit of stock powder. So I have this taco spice mix I really like, so I added a bit of that to get a bit more flavor. And now add the cooked quinoa. If you want to know how to cook quinoa, I have already uploaded 1 video to show you how to cook the quinoa. You can buy quinoa even nowadays in supermarkets or even in health shops or even in pharmacies. So now if you feel this is a bit wet, add a bit more breadcrumbs. Now use a tray with a foil on and spray that foil. Always wet your hands before doing this, and take handful of the mix like this and make patties out from that, little cakes to go in the oven. Or you can spray this and put it in the oven, or even you can just pan fry it into both sides. And I'm going to freeze this batch, and then whenever I want to take it to work, I take it to work and reheat there. So it's really easy for you to do this and put it in the freezer. And make sure when you put this stuff, if you are freezing a lot, make sure that you label them and put it in the freezer So I'm going to put this in the oven. And the other way is, if you have a mold like this, just put it into the mold, press it nice and even. That's one way of doing this. You can just put this directly into the pan, or can put it in the oven. So I'm going to bake this on 180 about 10 minutes, or until the eggs set. Then when you reheat, it's ready for you to eat. The quinoa cakes are ready. So this is how it looks like. So put them in sandwich bags, or even boxes directly, and freeze them and take them whenever you want, and reheat them in the microwave. And you can serve this with a nice sour cream with cucumber and lemon juice and any other herb that you like in, and or even a kind of sauce that you like. Hope you will enjoy this. Thank you for watching.